This is Brother Hatim, and you have joined us on Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.gyenamejourney.com.
All my brothers and sisters, hold hands and bow your heads. Let us pray. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty, judgeth amongst the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? I say, send the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and the needy, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of court. I have said, in your time, and all of you are children of the Most High, but you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, and thou shalt inherit all nations. Allahu Akbar.
This is Kamara Franks, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Be sure to follow Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy. This is Marina with the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give a shout out to Silver Kevin, all my Silver Nation out there. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I give a shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give a shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
Cleveland, and you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry your name. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to the Gye-Nyame tribe, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up. Peace.
Time for bed, ladies. Sasha and Gina.
You're not adding anything to the culture that you claim. You don't deserve to carry its name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to Gye-Nyame Sasha, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. This is Gina. And you are now
you listen to my daddy.
on Gye-Nyame
Gye-Nyame Journey
Radio.
Radio.
Peace.
Peace.
You heard it. We have had enough. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Forgot to plug in. I forgot to plug in my mic. Let me get my mic in real quick so that I can make sure that people out there are able to hear. I know y'all probably can hear good. Come in and go out real fast, so I know this one is going to be going out of style real fast. But hey, it is what it is, family. So first things first, let's go and send out shots. We see Brother Kwame up in the, he up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We about to go and break down his folktale. We're going to talk about it. But of course, there's some stuff that we got to do. All right, coming up. We have on this weekend, the 20th, on Nia. Right after I get out of Rites of Passage training, family. Right? Going straight to the woods. So I'm going to be telling people about Rites of Passage. Then I'm going straight to the woods. Now, hold on. Now, so we will be in the woods from September 20th to the 22nd. You know what that is? That's the equinox. I'm sitting up here like, I'm looking at the time like, wow. Royalty hooked it up. Right. We going out to the woods, and we'll be out there. We invite families to come out. You know what I'm saying? Those that want some more information, inbox me if you had a number. Hit me up. Those that get the black signal, if you're interested, go and send it in. I know people like, oh, we didn't hear about it. You're not advertising. I think I've been announcing it on pretty much all my damn shows. So that means you ain't listening to my show. That's not my fault. Right? That's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a media outlet. I ain't trying. I'm doing the damn thing. I'm getting up here. I'm doing this regardless of how much stress is going on around me. Every morning we getting up toasting the ancestors. I'm dropping some information on y'all family. I'm just doing what I can. I think it's Miss CeeLo. Shouts out to Miss CeeLo. And she probably be out there. As I described to y'all this morning, Miss CeeLo go out to the woods and she make the woods adapt to her. Right? So we're going to be out there doing our thing. We're going to be out there ritualizing. We're going to be out there. We're going to be out there hiking. We're going to be out there getting the fresh air. We're going to be out there allowing life's pressures to roll off of us. We're going to be going out there for those that couldn't afford to do a vacation, to allow them to allow some of the stress off their shoulders. We have a call in. Where you calling from? Who is this? Uh-oh.
This is Leanne calling from Columbus.
Uh-oh, how you doing, Miss Leanne?
Not bad. So what is this call about?
Oh, right now, this is our show called Folktales for Grown Folks. Well, we're going to break down folktales after I get done running down the few sponsors that we have for the show. And then, talk about some news and then talk about the folktales and try to bring them up, in a sense, up to date with what's going on in the world today. So you must be on a black signal. So you got a text message from me?
I got a text message from you, but I don't know
how you got on there?
When I signed up. Yeah, I don't know when I signed up for these text messages.
How long you been getting them?
For a few weeks.
Have you ever come to the G&J Mall?
Mall. Where is that at?
At Millennium Community School. We do it once a month. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the dude that be running around all the time up in there.
This is Hot Tim?
This is Hot Tim, yes.
Oh, Hot Tim, this is for Dad.
How you doing? Oh, you signed up. Yeah. How you gonna sign up for something that don't know what you signing up for? You text in. Oh.
Yeah.
Man, so now what?
I didn't know you was doing this, and you know what? I'm planning to come at the end of the month. I stopped in last month just to shop.
Okay, so you ain't know we had the movie popping off.
Huh?
You didn't know we had the movie popping off.
Yeah, the movie was going on at the time I stopped in.
Right, I kept on I was trying to be in when you organizing, and then like I said, Miss Navita, she was out of town, so usually she would be able to do a lot of that stuff, but she was out of town, and so.
What's her name?
Miss Navita.
Okay.
So, so we do shows, so when I do my evening shows, I text everybody. For the morning shows, I don't, because nobody want to get a text at 5:30 unless you sign up directly for the Daily Toast. So part of what we do is we are a media tribe. We try to use the media to spread the word about some of the stuff that we're doing. We use Facebook. Right now we on Facebook, we on Periscope, and we on YouTube. Right now we broadcast. Also, she brought up the mall. We will be having the mall on September 28th. Excuse the flyer, because on the flyer it says the number is 269 or something like it. It's 260-7150. The number is 260-7150. We'll get that corrected and get it reposted for those that might be interested. But we will be having the mall. We have the camping trip coming up this weekend. So family, those of you that's been helping us, you know what I'm saying, as far as raising funds, as far as supporting the mall, you know what I'm saying, we are going to have a great time, right? So come on out, you know what I'm saying, come on out. We got tents, you know what I'm saying, it's $20 per person, so we can keep the price low. You come out, have a good time. We're going to have food, all that. We might even have a fish fry, depends on what a royalty is doing. But like I said, if you want to, you could go to our Facebook page, Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Just look up Gye-Nyame Journey Media, and you will be able to go on and just listen straight in. Or click the link on that, and you go straight into the Spreaker, and you can listen to the podcast.
Okay.
So, but if you want to stay online, you can do that too, because I got some stuff I gotta get off my chest. I'm about to go in a little bit. So, family, all right, first off, so let me finish the commercials. Now, family, check it out. I was just on the Philip Shock Matthews show with Brother Cabernet, and thanks to y'all, man, we hit 2,500 in less than 2 days. I know for a lot of people, out there, that's not a lot, but family, I really want to thank y'all, and it's going up. It's like 100 every hour. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real proud of that. I'm getting great response. But like I said, let me go and throw the commercial out. So those of you who have not attempted, check out the free e-course so that you can learn a little bit more about Gye-Nyame Journey. What is Brother Hot Tim talking about? Why they running around instead of saying the regular days of the week? Why they saying Nguza Saba? What do they mean when they constantly talk about 224 self-help process? What do they mean by the 21-day Nguza Saba challenge? What is the Nguza Saba? What is this libations? What is the daily toast? You got all those questions about Gye-Nyame. You can simply go to free GNJecourse.com. We got a site for it. I'm trying to tell you, family, listen, this internet piece is a territory. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to establish territory and trying to hang on to it and defend it as long as we can. Because one of the comments that came across on the internet was they control the internet. Hell, they control publishing, they control TV, They control radio. So where we got a space, we need to get in and we need to build it up. So one of the things that I need everybody to do, when you listen in, also check us out at GNJmedia.com. Why, Brother Hatim? At GNJmedia.com, there's a tip jar over there that everybody out here can help us in what we do. We're trying to bring information to the community, but that's not free. You know what I'm saying? I got, like I said, I be having issues because all this shit costs money, right? And it's like, boom. Even for me to stream Wi-Fi up out my house, it costs money, and we need your assistance. And we putting out the monthly newsletter. Hopefully, the sister on the line got the e-newsletter, because we produce one every month, and like people can join in and help us. Shouts out to Charles Stevenson. Shouts out, see you out there. Thank you for sending out the greetings. Let me know who else is out there online. All right, we know Sister CeeLo is out there. We know Brother Charles is out there. We also know Brother Kwame is out there. But there's some other people out there that I don't know. I'm giving y'all time together. So once again, remember, freegnjecourse.com. Right? Now, after I finish my training, actually I could do it now, but I want to make sure I'm able to do it. One of the goals I want to do is do a whole digital nomics seminar here. I want to bring Brother Cobb. I want to bring Brother Philip down here so that we can have a conference, so that we can start learning how to use this internet and use the how can I put it, the resource in our minds to go on and possibly get some shit moving, right? Because it's like we got, this whole internet piece is a whole nother level. So go and check out those things. Now, family, the other piece, I seen the Revolt Summit. I seen at least, I hope that 1 hour wasn't it. I hope that they had other things going on. Oh, thank you. Thank you. How is the sound? Because I heard the sound through YouTube is not good, and I'm still working on that. And make sure you type some comments on the YouTube piece so that you could go and get those points. Because the person that gets to 1,000 first got that merch coming. And then also I'm going to have other merch giveaways, but I'm just waiting for a little bit of money to come in. You know how it is. You know, I gotta measure shit out between pay periods. I'm living that black life. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But hey, and it's cool, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm building. I'm meeting my people. It's going down. Also, on October 4th through the 5th, it's going down. I'm going to Kentucky. I got my tickets for the ADOS conference. I'm going down there to see what's going on. As far as that, I'm gonna be reporting back live to, of course, my family here, and let's just say the Gye-Nyame family, all those that tune in. I may have another episode coming up on the Philippe Shock Matthews show. So, we're trying to build, and we're building strategic partnerships. And be ready for some other e-courses that's going to be coming up out of Columbus, because I'm going to be helping those people with the skills that have something to share. I'm going to be helping them build up their platforms so that we can share and develop a powerhouse coming up out this city. Because there's a lot of information here in the city and in the Midwest that we could actually be making come-ups on. You know what I'm saying? Developing some economic wherewithal. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of money, at least, that some of us may be able to break off and be independent. Right? Because like I said, we do need free voices in our community. But anyway, I was watching the Revolt TV, the broadcast. And the first thing that kind of bothered me after I started doing a little bit of research, I found that Revolt is owned by Comcast. And I know, Brother Hatim, what that got to do with anything? Well, it's Comcast that has taken Byron Allen to the Supreme Court. And they're challenging him on the first civil rights bill. I think it's the 1861 civil rights bill, right? And they're trying to limit it. So now they're going to make it almost impossible for anybody with any type of finances or any challenge to the idea of racism. Is going to be almost impossible to prove. We got to understand, family, they got the road already what we have. They've been slowly eroding it. You know what I'm saying? It's a slow and steady process. So when I tapped the link, the E classes weren't there or real intuitive to find. Hold on. Let me type it up for you. G&J. No, it's free. G&J eCourse.com. All you got to do is for the eCourse. Oh, and I spelled it wrong. How am I spell free wrong? What's going on with me? G&J eCourse.com. You click on that or you copy and paste that. That'll take you straight to it. All you got to do is put your email address in and it'll come straight to your email box, one per day. It's a 7-day process that I take you through. And each day I explain different aspects of our system. Hell, while we sitting here, let's go through it a little bit. Because I want to make sure, because he got me scared now. I'm like, what? What? It's not popping up? No, we done paid our money. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We own ours, right? So, when you type it, it'll take a second to come up. Then, boom, you got Gye-Nyame Journey all over the screen. Built all over the screen. That new symbol that we got. It's kind of hot, Brother Hot Tim. It's kind of hot. But my computer is slow, like I told y'all. So, in the 7-day course, we have day 1, Unleashing the Power of the Nguzo Saba. I call it the Player's Pyramid. I talk about that. On day 2, understanding how to use folktales, myths, and legends. Folktales for grown folks. That's what we on tonight. Day 3, we got Wisdom Mining, Tribal Quotes. That's the show that we do on Ujamaa. And then we also get a little bit into the explanations of why we do the days the way we do. Day 4, Power of Libations, Daily Toast. When I talk about the Daily Toast. Day 5, we pull it all together. Warrior's Handbook to Life's Journey. That's one of the books that I authored. Day 6, Power of Meditation and Meditation by the Numbers. Right, where I talk about the power of meditation and how to use it. Day 7, we talk about the 224 self-help process and the 21-day Nguzo Saba challenge. Right? And all you got to do is down below, it says your email address. Once you're in your email address, each day, you're going to get something for 7 days. Then we're going to give you a one-time offer for going through the course. So you get all the materials for a reasonable price. You understand what I'm saying now? Family, one of the pieces that we really got to start discussing is the true power of reciprocity. The true power of reciprocity. Because one of the things that we see, and I know that vendors get this, I know that a lot of black business people get this. We walk in the office and we want a discount. We want it free. We got to stop that. We got to start the process of reciprocity in our community. I give something, I receive something. You know what I'm saying? You receive something, you give something. We got to get that. That is the core of an economic system. And for some reason, a lot of us have been put into a mind state where we should just receive. And that does not help our community. We got to get out the mindset of hookups. Especially from us. If we're looking for hookups, we need to get hookups from the government. We need to get hookups from the Arab stores on the corner. We need to get hookups from all these agencies that's around us that are not that don't represent us. We need to get hookups from other people. But when it comes to us, we need to do straight trade. We need to trade that reciprocity energy. We got to get that energy flowing in our community. And too many people want it to be one way. I'm looking on how can I make a come up off of my group. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that. When we go to our stuff, family, we need to get the whole mind state of free out of the way. If you can't do nothing but give 50 cents to somebody, go up to a vendor and they, like for example, you go up to Sisters of Fire, you know, and be like, how much is your pound cake? Buy a piece of pound cake. Throw that energy out there because that money is a representation of that energy, the energy of exchange. Reciprocity is about exchange. This is one of our principles. Every last one of our kingdoms, every last one of our towns here, when we talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we talk about Black Wall Street, and we talk about Rosewood, those communities, and even here in Columbus, the Mount Vernon area, all of that before the incursions came, because every generation there's another incursion that we have to fight through. And then we kind of get in our trauma, we kind of forget some of the stuff that we done did. And we be like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like we allow people to blame the victim. When in rape cases, we don't allow them to blame the victim. We'll stand up and we'll fight for that. But when it comes to us as a people, we turn around, not only do we allow others to blame us, we allow ourselves to blame us. Once again, you're not getting up early enough. Once again, you're not working hard enough. Once again, you're not saving enough. We have to realize, family, there's other hands in our pockets. So we have to start doing right by each other. We got to start learning how to take care of each other. That's what tribe is about, right? So now, and what is a tribe? A tribe is nothing but a group of families. What's a family? A family is nothing but a group of individuals. What is an individual? An individual is ruled by the self. The self is an absolute, complete, and perfect being that is not influenced by external circumstances. And many of us have been influenced by external circumstances, so we are no longer operating out of self. We are operating out of the other. We have allowed others. We have allowed others to define us. We have allowed others to elevate us. We have allowed others to make it feel like we're worth something. As a people, we have to be able to define ourselves. We have to be able to stand on our own and then get a family that's in the same mind state and get a group of families that could protect and work with each other so that you could build up your areas and build up your tribe. And then when you got your tribe working and y'all got your territory together, you hook up with other tribes. And those tribes form what? A community, right? Then when those communities are able to establish their territory, they expand and connect with other communities. And those communities come together, what do they form? They form a city. And what happens when you got a group of communities working together with a city, they form with other cities. This makes a state. What happens when states start working together? They form a country. See, nation builder is not hard. It's just a matter of us going back to some of our basic practices. I challenge anybody to find any African civilization where the market is not a major piece of that. And what happens at the market? You see reciprocity in action. Reciprocity. But that ain't today. That ain't today's topic. But now, let me get back to this whole revolt thing. Now, I seen the price of these tickets for the revolt piece. You know what I'm saying? First off, that was revolting. Some of them tickets prices I seen was over $300 to get in the room and to hear some of that bullshit. A new word. Fuck craft going on in that room. You know what I'm saying? Fuck craft. That's what it was. You understand what I'm saying? And it was just incredible to me, right? Because I want you to understand this. First off, Comcast is launching a campaign that has made it all the way to the Supreme Court, where they are trying to cut black people's right to do business in America. But yet they put this on. And then in the midst of it, you hear reparations mentioned one time, and it's mentioned by two people that don't know what the fuck they talking about. I don't understand. We hear motherfuckers talk about fatherless homes, the prison industrial complex. You know what I'm saying? We hear people talk about the economics, right? And all these are directly connected to the concept of reparations. So if we're talking politically, for us not to talk about reparations is in a sense for us to be moving backwards or to be doing the same thing expecting different results. We got to mature beyond that, family. That is the challenge. This is why I'm saying tribe up. This is why I'm saying, look, I gotta start doing e-courses. And not starting with the whole reparations piece, but at least plug you into our culture. What is our culture? Our culture is African based, but it uniquely rises from the soil where we are. So there's a combination of what we brought and what we have built here. What we had to do, because culture is what enables a people to survive. And family, look. You got to look at yourself and kiss yourself and look at what your ancestors have been able to survive. You are some bad people. Bad in a good way. And you can be bad the other way too. But anyway, y'all bad. We bad. You know what I'm saying? We came through the hills of America. We have been the foundation. We have been the wood that they have cast in the fire to create the steam to build this nation. We have been the roads that they've been driving over. Our sweat from our brows has been the fuel that has built up this whole economy, and we still survive. You are bad people. We need to plug into that. We need to plug into our great-grandparents and our great-great-grandparents. We need to plug into the culture that is uniquely ours, so that when we are able to have discussions with our allies and with our family overseas, we can stand as who we are. This has been part of the problem, because we've been confused. We've been looking for a home when all the time we're standing on our soil. This is your shit. The wealth here is your wealth. And it's being denied to you. You have been robbed of your inheritance. And many of us justify the robbery. And then allow these people to be like, America is run by laws. Justice is what we practice here in America. Y'all done heard it. Y'all all heard it before. Justice. Come on, fam. We know the truth. So we have to get our weight up. We have to get our organizations together. We have to get our tribes together. We need to go beyond the idea of organization that they have given us. And we need to go back and also pull from what we have created and create those bonds, those family bonds, where it becomes so valuable that I ain't got to worry about you selling me out. And you don't got to worry about me selling you out. You know why? Because the relationship becomes more valuable. The relationship becomes more valuable than anything that anybody could put on the table. Because I understand that if I sell you out, I'm selling out my future. We can't allow individuals in our tribe no more with that bag mentality. Get the bag mentality. Dog, go on over there. Go on to the other side. I already see how you are. Because you a mercenary. You can't build a nation with mercenaries. Let me tell you about mercenaries, right? Let's take it back to the Second Punic War. It was mercenaries that turned on Hannibal. Come on now. It was mercenaries that brought you to the shores to sell you. Come on now. It was mercenaries that sold out the Black Panther Party. It was a mercenary that sold out Marcus Garvey. It was mercenaries. I gotta get mine. Oh, go on somewhere with that shit. Go on. We done mature beyond that. Sister CeeLo say with their lawless selves. Wait, Kwame even came with a deeper one. Y'all know the Black Yoda is on here. Oh, he want to know where the campgrounds are. It's up in, I think it's Alum Creek. I know it's up in, listen, it's so close. The flyer is on our site. I keep forgetting to get the flyer. I'm going to have to post the flyer up. Hit me up. I think it's Alum Creek. What is the name of that? Lewis Center. It's right next door to Alum Creek Beach. You ain't got to worry about that, Kwame. You going to get all that. Kwame say we are the hydrogen that builds up their periodic table. Damn. He said we are the hydrogen that builds up their periodic table. Y'all bad. You can't do nothing but step back and kiss yourself. You know what I'm saying? Bad. How you survive this? You know what I'm saying? How can you even be asking the question and having the thoughts you have with some of the madness that has been inflicted upon you? Time for you to join a tribe. Find your tribe, family. Find your tribe, because what happens is within tribes, y'all find those similarities and y'all able to build up on the similarities. I know people be like, you need to have a group of people with different ideas around you. Okay, no, you got different groups with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't talking that shit in the Republican and the Democratic Party. You see what happens. If you watch the Revolt piece, you see what happened when you put a group of people with different ideas. You know what I'm saying? Law and order is for those that keep for those they keep oppressed. That's from CeeLo. Family, come on now. Come on now. We've been here before. So now let's get into the folktale. Did I finish all my commercials? Did I forget anything, Brother Kwame? Did I forget anything, Sister CeeLo, before we get into these folk tales? Because the sister might still be on the line, and I don't, y'all know I have a tendency to go off. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my old self. It's almost time. It's time for me to be in bed. But this is where I'm at. So once again, family, check out the e-course. Free Gye-Nyame ecourse.com. You can also go to Gye-Nyame Media. Let me put that up there. Gye-Nyame Media.live. On that site, you can check out some of the merchandise. Support us with some of the merchandise. Also, you can also hit the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting up here like, I'm just waiting for the first tip to come through. I just want to see it. I'm going to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I can't dance that well unless it's the morning toast. You know what I'm saying? That's the only move I got. So I go to the club, I'm just doing the same move over. You know what I'm saying? Drink your water. You know what I'm saying? Do the same. You know what I'm saying? But the piece is, I'm going to do the dance, right? Because we starting to get it. Because I'm like, yo, this is your media. We for those that haven't got it, look up on our site at on Facebook, as well as at Gye-Nyame You like, brother Tim, damn, you got another. We got digital properties all over. We got the e-letter, we got the e-newsletter out. Brother Kwame did his 6th installment. So this is the 6th month that we've been doing it. We was a little bit late this month. And I forgot to put it in the calendar to tell you what we celebrate on these days. Like today is Kuji Chagalia. For those who don't speak the language, it's self-determination, right? And we're looking for self-determination today. Examples of self-determination so that we can post it up on our website. On on our Facebook page. The modic principle of the day is justice. The color was indigo. I got on my black shirt up under here. I got a dark blue tie on. I try to match the days a little bit. The correspondence is the Hermetic law of the day. Male names for the day is Kwabana. Female names are Abana. Once again, Kwabana and Abana or Kuji Chaglia babies. We run, you know what I'm saying? We doing it up here, because it's a lot. Find out what day you was born on, family, because we are coming out with an Thank you. Can you pass me that glass? Because we coming out with an e-course where we're going to tell you how to break down your day and how to use these principles during those days, and also how to tie in to, in a sense, the higher self using these principles. I ain't fucking around. I'm not playing. Also, I want to thank y'all, family, because we got over 2,500 hits on the show that I did with Brother Kaba. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of those is Kaba fans, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think I did an all right job. I was all right. You know what I'm saying? I did my thing. Next time, because I got to, once I get comfortable, I get in my pocket. I wasn't all the way in the pocket. Cause and I tell you how you know when I wasn't always all the way in the pocket. Because I couldn't remember the quote from the African Tree of Life. Now, when I get in the pocket, that shit flow to me just naturally. Boom. Because the quote I wanted to say was, those who are not willing to sacrifice shall not be fulfilled. That's one of my favorite proverbs from that book. I fucked that all up on there. But hey, I got back on, you know what I'm saying, put my gloves on, you know what I'm saying, and started doing my thing. Because that's how we get down, right? All right, study, show yourself proof. So here we go. Folktale for the night. Damn. I knew I didn't was I just running my mouth for 44 minutes? Damn. I'm sorry. Let's get to this proverb. This folktale. The charcoal burner and the fuller. Now, for those that don't know, Brother Kwame broke it down for us, or the Black Yoda broke it down for us, and he said that a fuller is pretty much a dry cleaner. Mr. Stevens, Mr. Charles said, hey, you did pretty good. Thank you, sir. But listen, I ain't even hit my stride yet. You know what I'm saying? Those that's been listening long enough, y'all know me, I ain't even hit my stride yet. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm waiting for the next one, right? Because I'm like, shit. The next opportunity, family, is like you know what I'm saying? Because I was kind of laid back. Well, because both of them older than me, so I got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to respect. So I respect the space, but, once they, when they let me go, shit. I'm not short on words. Y'all know. Y'all just seen. I done just did 40 minutes talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Talking about reciprocity and just jumping around through the little principles that we use in Gye-Nyame to build. Because it works. It's not complicated. It's not hard. It's something that we all can do and add to our lives and improve who we are. Please understand, none of our principles conflict with any of the religions out there. The Nguza Saba will make you a better Christian, a better Muslim, The laws of Ma'at will make you a better Buddhist, better spiritualist, or whatever the hell you are. What we have only accentuates what you already have, and it helps you eliminate some of the bullshit in most cases. But you know, some bullshit gonna exist, because Brother Hatem got some bullshit. Got some bullshit tracking me. You know what I'm saying? Weighing my shoulders down every now and then. But hey, I'm growing. I'm a work in progress like all of us. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. See, I ain't getting that on the damn show. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. Those are 3 more pillars within the temple of Gye-Nyame. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. Then we got the 4 pillars of health. We didn't even get into that one. Hell, didn't even get into our folk tales and our myths. And creating new myths. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to build a culture on old myths? I think they described that in the New Testament as putting new wine in old bags. You don't do that because why? The new wine will crack the old bags and you would lose the wine. You got to put new wine in new bags. Many of us are too scared to create new bags. Now here at Gye-Nyame, I got young people right now. I had young people for the last 20 years asking me about the story of G and if it's real or not. So you tell me if it's real or not. I tell you, it's our mythic founder. That should tell you something. So you need to go on and study up what mythic mean. But then also what it's saying is a model, an idea for you to build up your manhood or build up your womanhood. And then, well, what happened with G next? I don't know. You tell me. You have to go into your Kaumba and you have to pull it out. Because maybe Brother Hatem is all out of the stories. But that's only one. We got to, listen, family, when I'm talking about it, you know what I'm saying? We build it. And I'm not just talking about like going out here building a house. You know what I'm saying? In Simba, they got a song that say, I'm building me a home. I'm building me a home. This earthly house will soon decay. Hold on. I'm building me a home. I'm building me a home. This earthly house is going to soon decay. But my soul's got to have somewhere, my Lord, to stay. Now, for me, what that song tells me is I got to be building on something bigger than just material. I got to be building ideas. I got to be building on concepts. I got to be building on principles. So like I tell you all the time, it don't even matter how many people I got watching me, when, where, or how. It don't matter. You know why? Because my children will have a catalog of information that they're going to be able to pull from their dad. And those that call me dad is going to have stuff where they're going to be able to pull for generations to come until they cut the electricity off of this motherfucker. And they might even be able to do it after that. Because I just seen a video where they was teaching people how to make electricity from salt water, copper, and something else. Stuff you could go to the hardware store and get. An iron nail, a piece of copper, and they was showing how to charge your damn phone with it. So it might not never go nowhere, but my kids are always going to be able to pull this up. They're always going to be able to pull up this story because all that stuff is going to be in it. That's the legacy that I'm building. I'm building ideas because they've always been able to strip us of these material things, but the one thing that they have never been able to take away from us was Brer Rabbit. They ain't never been able to take away the folk tales, the proverbs, and the wise sayings. These are the things that do not rust or can't be eaten up by moths. The ideas. But hold on, I'm sorry. Kwame, you gotta put a time on me, brother. You supposed to be coming in being like, all right, that's enough. Get to the folktale. Come on, CeeLo, where y'all at? Y'all supposed to be hurrying me back to the folktale. The charcoal burner and the fuller. A charcoal burner carried on his trade in his own house. One day he met a friend, a fuller, and entreated him to come and live with him, saying that they should be far better neighbors and that their housekeeping expenses would be lessened. The fuller replied, "The arrangement is impossible as far as I am concerned. For whatever I should whiten, you would immediately blacken again with your charcoal." And what the moral of the story, or the lesson of the story says, like will draw like. Like will draw like. So we got a dude that got a dirty profession, who's friends with somebody who has a profession whose job is to clean something. And the idea of the dirty person is, let's come live together. Let's save. We can help each other. And the clean person had enough sense to realize, look, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because really think about it. How many relationships have we put at jeopardy by trying to do something that wasn't right? We talking about a person that has a dirty profession and a person whose profession is cleaning things. And we're talking about bringing them together. That clashes. This is going to mess up our relationship. It might not mess up your money, but it's definitely going to mess up my money. How many times have we went into situations? You know what I'm saying? And this is what we have to understand when we talk about forming alliances and forming relationships on an individual level. We got to be looking and see, boom, all right, what are the similarities, what's the likes, and what's the dislikes? How can we work this out? Can we work it out? Would it be better for us to work it out at a distance, or would it be better for us to work it out close together? And we have to be able to do the same thing as groups of people with allies, right? Because family, we got to get past the point where just because you look like me means that you are part of my family. No. I told y'all 4 or 5 years, I'm done with that shit. I went through that in my 20s, got fucked over, went through it in my 30s, got really fucked over, went through it in my 40s. Damn near, you know what I'm saying? No. Some of us are charcoal burners, and some of us are fullers. And our relationship, as my grandmother say, sometimes it's best to feed a nigga with a long handled spoon. And I mean, like I said, family, the crystallized wisdom is, my grandmother was blunt, Miss Geneva Brown, shots out, raised the glass. Mima, as we call her, could be so cruel. But then she would say some shit that would just be so profound that it took me years. What in the hell do you mean by a long-handled spoon? What are you talking about? See, I can't talk to old people. You'll understand one day, OJ. I've been telling you, as a matter of fact, what's crazy is my grandmother, because when I graduated in 1987, from 1985 to 1987, I stayed with my grandmother. And my grandmother and my grandfather took very good care of me and loved me. But when she started hearing about me fighting, and then she would hear while I was fighting, she would counsel me. She like, OJ, now you hanging with some of these niggas and they don't fight. You stand up for people, and that's good. But you can't keep doing that because you're going to get killed. So possibly the third or the fourth time that the third time she stopped talking to me. The fourth time, it was approaching 1987, and she slowly started packing my bags. She's saying, you a good boy, but you going to your mama when you graduate. This is before I had my scholarship, anything. Soon as she found out I had my scholarship, you can't. I said, well, maybe I want to stay here for the summer. No, because you're going to get killed this summer if I keep you here, because you a hero. She sent me to my mama. Made my mama come down, packed up the car, nigga, get out of here, because you going to get killed doing what you do. Right? Profound wisdom. And looking back, I have no doubt that I would have ended up in a situation where my grandmother would have had to bury me. Wisdom from our ancestors. Crystallized wisdom sitting right there. Boom, I'm going to send you to your mama. You don't know nobody up there, so you can't save nobody. And on one of the last things she said to me, don't be a hero. So damn, I mean, I gotta help people that I know, and I know it's the right thing, but you gonna get hurt. Maybe, 8 years later? I'm laying in the hospital. She come to visit me. I'm terrified because I know she about to cut into me. Right? Because what she predicted back then grew 9 years later. Wisdom. Right? But anyway, and this type of partnership, we have to have wisdom to look at it and be like, look, sometimes it's better to feed people with a long-handled spoon. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Because, I could love you better from a distance. Our relationship will bloom at a distance, but when we come close together because of all of the dislike, you said N-word, about time. Read it again. I'm gonna read it again. Black Yoda. Oh, he called me the N-word. Okay, I got you, Kwame. I read it when I want to, Yoda. Don't start no beef online. You don't start none and won't be none. Well, anyway, a charcoal burner carried on his trade in his own house. So not only, somebody said, my mother used to say that, a charcoal burner and a fuller. A charcoal burner carried on his trade in his own house. So who was the charcoal burner thinking about? Because he did his work in his house. He knew what the fuller did. So to the folk, both of y'all trying to be funny. Whoa, you so bad now, are you? All the bad niggas are dead. Pretty Boy Floyd, Al Capone, Jimmy Hoffa, Bonnie. Oh, God, there you go. Oh, my God. Somebody, man, I'm about to call your wife and tell her to get you now. Now you done hurt my feelings. Think I'm gonna have to call the show. CeeLo, the number is 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. I'm sorry, I sent it out on the text message. There she go. What's up? Who this? What's going on?
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So he was a charcoal burner. Was he burning it for fuel? What was he just burning it for? I don't get that.
All right, so I mean, that's a good question. So back in
Color is a cleaner, so okay, so you just burning it? I mean, that's wasteful. That could be used for energy or something. What was he burning it for?
Well, now you got to remember this folktale about 2,000 years old. So back then, I'm quite sure they had some type of use for it, because maybe he burnt it. Maybe he was the one that kept some of the fires going for the ironsmiths and shit. I don't know. I wasn't, I'm old, but I wasn't there, according to my kids.
Well, I mean, some people had coal for energy in their homes,
right?
Okay, but how does he make a living doing it?
Well, I mean, with fire, you could make a lot of stuff. So if he burnt, so what if he was drying skins? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe
he was a coal burner.
Or maybe he was maybe it was just somebody who liked to burn coal. I don't know. We all got our strange habits.
I'm just trying to understand how he makes a living doing that. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Don't be hating on the dirty money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hating. Maybe that's why he needed a roommate with some income.
Now hold on. That might be a fact. I mean, maybe he did, because his whole thing was a charcoal burner carried on his trade in his own house. One day he met a friend, a fuller, and entreated him to come and live with him. So he was looking for somebody. He was looking for a roommate. So, I guess burning charcoal would cost a lot of money.
That don't seem real profitable.
What you do for a living? I burn charcoal.
Okay, for a point up. And how do you get paid on that?
Now, but check this out. I mean, just speculating. You can use charcoal to write on walls. Maybe he actually sold the charcoals, because the charcoal is different than coal. Coal you get from the earth you burn. Charcoal, you got to burn the wood for that. So I'm quite sure that black resin that comes from charcoal may have served some purpose. So maybe he actually made the charcoal that possibly is used for other things. I don't know. It's speculation. Kwame write research. There you go. So now he getting smart with you too. So so he gonna have an ass kicking coming out in the woods.
Charles, be quiet. Charles, don't even start.
Come out to the woods, you're gonna get an ass kicking, Black Yoda. Keep on messing with somebody here.
All right. What you doing there?
So but anyway, a charcoal burner carried on his trade in his own house. One day he met a friend, a fuller, and entreated him to come live with him, saying that they should be far better neighbors and that their housekeeping expenses would be lessened. The fuller replied, "The arrangement is impossible as far as I am concerned. For whatever I should whiten, you would immediately blacken again with your charcoal." And the lesson is, like will draw like. I don't understand how they came up with that lesson, but that's cool. That's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? They took a shortcut on this one. That's not really a good lesson. But family, this is what I'm going to do. I done ran my mouth enough tonight. You got your folk tale. Go and think about it. The line is, I ain't going to say the line, but the line on Facebook is still open. If you come up with any thoughts about this folktale beyond what we have sort of discussed, if you find out why this man was just burning, why what was he burning charcoal for? I'm kind of agreeing with Sis here. That don't sound like a good trade. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure they used charcoal for different things back then. You know what I'm saying? So, because like for example, I'm gonna say this. Charcoal. Maybe you think, hey Kwame, do you know if they was using like charcoal briquettes back then? I mean, because it does set fire faster than coal and burn a little bit longer and better than some woods. So I don't know. But anyway, but Y'all can leave comments up on our timeline. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Of course, the fabulous CeeLo, the marvelous Black Yoda over here yelling and stuff at a brother with capital letters all up in your, here we go.
Tell him I said pipe down, just pipe down.
Oh, he said, one love, family. What were the uses of charcoal in that air? Research. He said, we got to research it. You know what I'm saying? Usually answer the questions, because you are about that old. I'm just letting you know, Kwame, that we are talking about back in your era and the way the kids talk to me at school. I had what was we talking about old at school and the kids asked me, was I there? I mentioned the Great Depression. And one of the kids said, man, your childhood must have been hard, Mr. Brown. So, I said, oh, my God.
Well, wait. My daughter, when she was in the first grade, they were studying colonial times. And she came home and she was like, was it fun to ride to school in a covered wagon? I was like, what? How old do you think I am?
All right, come on now. We gotta get your time perspective together, baby. So when you're
a little kid though, everybody seems like they're so old and they've been here. Well, they were here when you got here.
Right.
So I guess in her mind, I've always been here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old as time, the earth itself.
Right. No, baby, I don't know nothing about them covered wagons or the Depression. I wasn't there.
No, we had school buses and cars and yeah.
Oh, they don't believe we had. They don't believe we had school buses. I'll be like, damn. I'll be like, damn. How old do you think I am? I mean, like.
Well, because we walked to school uphill both ways, 20 miles, with no shoes, remember?
Yeah, I did. I mean, but, I did in elementary when I went to Margaret Park. We used to have to walk. And it wasn't a hill both ways. But, walking down that hill when it was icy, it was kind of rough. But walking up that hill after school, But family, first off, I forgot to tell you, I want to remind you and welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty. This is the home of the stubborn minority. This is the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hatim, and of course, this has been Folktales for Grown Folks, and you know that this is a Heart of a Simple production. But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Family, I will see you in the morning. Peace.